Hey, what up guys? How you doing? It is Lasty here. Welcome to Sunday, which is random pick day, of course. Sit back, relax, and enjoy today's episode, which is going to be ever so slightly different because we're going to be using, I think we're going 2 silver players and then 1 gold player to make up our 3 random pick players. The first budget I chose was between something like 5 and 20k. I wanted someone that was a relatively average priced silver player, and we get the option to use Agbonlahor, which I think is a definitely an amazing idea. He's very quick on this game, and of course he's a BPL striker, which is a very common and popular thing and should be easy to fit into a squad. I then doubled that budget to like 20 to 40k, and we get the option of Elton or an informed Matip centre-back. I wanted to use Elton, but when I thought about like the chemistry and stuff like that, he doesn't really link to anyone particularly amazing, so we went for Matip. And then the third player we get is Luka Modric here on page number 3, because we changed it to gold and then I doubled the budget again or something like that, and we have our 3 players basically. So we'll go ahead and create a squad as we always do. We shall call it RP10 or whatever it is. I think it's the 10th episode at this point in time, which is of course awesome. And then we need to choose a formation. I had a little play around in my head and on FUTWIZ, and I decided that I needed a 4-3-2-1, which is one of my favourite formations on this game, and this is where I was going to play everybody. Matip, right centre back, central centre mid for Luka Modric, and then out and out striker there for Gabby Agbonlahor. So the full team around them is quite nice, I'm not gonna lie. It's a mixture between Bundesliga, BPL, and of course the La Liga as well. We have got Farman in goal, Diekmeyer and Clichy. I've been using them quite a lot lately. It's because they're very good on this game, and if you don't use them you're sort of hindering yourself. We've got Matip at the back with Matip. I think they're brothers. Someone let me know down below how they're related, if they are even at all related. Marvin Matip is our man though. He's a silver 74 in form, and he's dead cheap for the stats that you get. I was very I've had him on my club for a while because he's just so cheap, and I wanted him and I wanted to use him, so this is a perfect time. We of course have Yaya and Kroos in the middle, and then our second random pick player is gold 87 rated Luka Modric. He plays for Real Madrid, of course, the Croatian, and he's got 84 passing, 89 dribbling. I'm pretty excited about that dribbling stat right there. And then we got Raheem Sterling, and the first time that I've used Gareth Bale this year on FIFA 16 Ultimate Team. I'm excited about that. His card of course looks absolutely amazing. Rapid, good shooting, good dribbling, all that stuff. But our third and final random pick player today is Gabby Agbonlahor, the English striker with lots of pace who plays for Aston Villa in the BPL, of course. He's 5'11", he's got 3-star skill moves. He's always been known as a bit of a sweaty player, so he fits into this pretty sweaty attack quite nicely. We've got a lot of pace going forwards, which is a very good thing. The price was on your screen right there. Let's show you some clips that we got with this team. The first goal coming from Gael Clichy of all people, and this is what I'm talking about. Him and Diekmeyer, they act as wingers when your wingers actually come central, and Raheem played a lovely ball out wide. Clichy was there to run onto it, but he also does a job defensively too. I have to say, out of the 3 attackers, I would rate them in from 3, 2, 1, 1 being the best. Number 3, I would have to say Agbonlahor, unfortunately. He just felt a little bit outclassed by the gold players. Then Sterling at second place, and then Gareth Bale was basically a league of his own. He was honestly so much fun to use. A real gem. Like, I know he's good on this game, but I just hadn't used him. I hadn't got around to using him. I always thought that he was more expensive than he was. He was around 200k, just under. And of course, with all the Black Friday stuff happening and the Cyber Monday stuff probably happening, he'll probably be a lot cheaper for you guys. So take advantage of that whilst the opportunity is there, because typically I think prices rise a little bit. Don't take that for granted, but I think prices probably will, I don't know, slowly rise a little bit again. I'm not 100% sure. Let me know if you remember the trends from last year, of course. But we did score some goals with our random pick players. Not Matip. He didn't get an opportunity from a corner, which is basically the only opportunity that he really gets. We scored a couple with Luka Modric. I was very impressed with him in the centre of midfield. I was actually really impressed with all 3 players in my midfield. Yaya Toure is such a workhorse. Tony Kroos, for like such a slow player, he's so technical, and he makes his own space just if you use the no-touch dribbling. He just sends a defender the wrong way because he's got very good dribbling, of course, which is great. And then Luka Modric was a combination of both of them. A real workhorse who could defend as well, but he gets forward and he's got this class about him and the 4-star skill moves and all of that good stuff. So I was definitely impressed with that. So we talked about the strikers, we've talked about the midfielders. The defence, again, I was pretty pleased. The two Matips at the back, I just wish I'd used that little combo before, because typically when I go to the Bundesliga, I go for your Boatengs, your Naldos, that sort of thing, and I don't get a chance to use the Matips, and they're very, very solid defenders, I have to admit. So I was glad I got the chance with this random pick player to use them. So that was the clips for the random pick. As an overall review, Farman, you can't beat him in goal. The only keeper there's two keepers actually that I've used that are better than him, Courtois and Neuer, and they just are good this year. Diekmeyer and Clichy, as I've said, I've been praising them for quite a lot recently. I praise both the Matips as well, they did a good job. But overall, as a rating on the random pick, I would give Matip a lovely 5-star value for money, because he's literally dead cheap for a silver in form, and an 8.5 out of 10. He's a little bit short, and that can be a little bit of a problem. He didn't quite cut it as good as the other Matip, but there are a lot of ratings between them, so I have to take that into account as well. Loved Kroos, loved Yaya, they were both very rock solid players, and then Luka Modric was also a breath of fresh air in the centre of midfield. 4.5-star value for money for him. He's around sort of anywhere between 20 and 30k, and an 8.5 out of 10, a very superior rating for him overall. I would rate Gareth Bailey Gareth Bailey, we've created a new name. I would rate Gareth Bale highly, is what I was going to say. The highest in the team. Better than Sterling, better than Agbonlahor. And in terms of Agbonlahor's rating overall, 4-star value for money. He's under 10k for a silver pacey BPL striker, and a 7.5 out of 10. He didn't quite cut it. As you can see, goal to game ratio wasn't amazing. So there was times where I just missed with him, that's the problem, right? I got the opportunities, but I just missed. So that's been the random pick for this week. A nice, interesting team with lots of different types of players in there. If you have enjoyed, smash that thumbs up button. It really motivates me to make more of this type of content. If you are new to the channel, make sure you click that subscribe button. That'd be awesome. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you next time, boys. Peace.